Day 12, and it's the final day of rebedding our keel. We taped some paper around the keel and stub to make for an easier cleanup after the squeeze out. We placed the studs back into the keel, and then we were ready for the keel to be lined up under the boat. The boatyard team came over, and they used the telehandler to help us push the keel. It, of course, immediately pushed right into the only pothole. We had to lift it out of the hole, and then we began to guide it under the boat. Thankfully, this did go well, and we were able to get some momentum to mostly line the keel up. Now we have the challenge of lining the keel studs up with the keel stub holes. It took a lot of little adjustments between the keel and the boat to get things matched up perfectly. Since the keel is difficult to move, we mostly just had the traveler adjust the boat to match it up. With all 5 of us helping, we did finally get it aligned. Now it is time to lower the boat about a foot over the keel so it'll be easy to drop it down after we apply the adhesive onto the keel. It is important to get this set up properly because once we start applying the adhesive, the 10-minute timer starts for us to squeeze out the adhesive that will seal the boat and keel together and prevent water from intruding in the future. 3 of us emptied the sealant onto the keel surface while 1 was on standby with full cartridges ready to go. We only had 1 chance to get this right. It was a team effort for sure, and we are grateful for a great team here in the yard as well as our boatyard friend Mark that lent us a hand. We would not have been able to do this on our own. We used 10 290 milliliter cartridges, and we were able to cover the entire keel in just 7 minutes. We used the remaining time to gently lower the boat the rest of the way down and listen for the satisfying squish sound. All of our hard work had come down to this moment. No turning back now. Just like that, the keel is on. We cleaned up some of the squeeze out and then headed in to put the backing plates and nuts onto the studs. This was a bigger task than anticipated. The forward stud was not done giving us trouble. Although we dry fitted everything, the backing plate decided not to fit, most likely from the extra paint we added. We quickly cut and rounded the corners to make the backing plate fit easily. We finished tightening the nuts and cleaning off the last of the squeeze out. At this point, the project is practically done. We had the satisfaction of pulling the paper off and admiring our clean lines and beautiful boat with the keel back on. We have to wait a few days and then we can give the bolts their final torque. In true boat project form, this project should have only been a 5-day project, but between a stuck stud and a cold front, it turned into 12 days of work over 3 weeks of time. This does not count the many weeks of planning that went into it before we started. Needless to say, we are stoked to finally have this keel back on our boat. Thanks to everyone who followed along on this project, and stay tuned if you're interested in watching us tackle our next big project, installing our new engine. Cheers!